And before I start the morning wrap, thank you so much for all the love and adulation that you're giving us. We've crossed 350K. Let us all march towards 400K in double quick time in the IPL. With all your support, with all the big bats, with all the love that you're giving, it is becoming a very memorable journey indeed. So thank you so much for 350K. But now let us get to the main news that is happening. Yesterday, Lucknow Super Giants versus Delhi Capitals. You saw Rishabh Pant's Delhi Capitals come out on top in a big way against the Lucknow Super Giants. Now, with this win, Lucknow Super Giants will have to really buckle up now, because the schedule that they have got for the next week is punishing. Yesterday night, the match ended. Today, they'll be going to Calcutta for the game against Kolkata Knight Riders at the Eden Gardens, number one. And that is a day game, 3:30. So they hardly have any time to relax. After that, 4 days later, they then play Chennai Super Kings at the Ekana. Now, 4 days later, after their Ekana game, they will then travel to Chepauk for the game between Chennai Super Kings. So LSG play Chennai Super Kings twice back to back. And that is why this is a very punishing schedule. And KL Rahul was actually not too happy about it, but then he had to admit that, yes, this is how it happens. He stated in the post-match presentation that, yes, these are the kind of things. It is the schedule. It does become very difficult to travel, but then you have to adjust to it. And that is the reason why you have to feel for KL Rahul and the Lucknow Super Giants. It's a punishing schedule that they have got. Maybe it is the same with the Chennai Super Kings also. Tomorrow they will be playing against Mumbai Indians at Wankhede, but then they'll be heading to Lucknow in 4 days' time, and then after that they will be heading to Chennai back. So schedule and the traveling that is going to be there at this point in time. Which team do you think has the toughest schedule when you have to look at it? You can write to us in the comments, or you can comment in this morning wrap itself. But one has to understand that playing the games in the heat, in all these kind of environments, does not tire the player that much as travel does. Traveling from one city to the other, and that too with such a short turnaround time, it is a big problem that's going around. So one hopes that none of the players are injured. One hopes that they ensure they're in full fitness heading into the second half of the IPL. We are not even halfway there in the IPL as of now. It's just April mid, and you still have the full month of April, 15 days, and you also have 26 days of May also. So another 41 days, 40 plus days in the IPL for the teams to manage. Let's see how that goes about. So Rishabh Pant and the Delhi Capitals were really happy. They said that, yes, there are certain instances in the bowling where we do not put up a fight, where we ensure that we leak runs. So that is one area of correction. He heaped praise on Jake Fraser McGurk and stated that now we seem to be honing in on the right team composition. And that's why Delhi Capitals at this point in time, very important that they continue to build the momentum as well. But as far as this IPL is concerned, everybody's attention is on the match that is going to happen on Sunday. Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings. That is many people will not like to call that term, but then yes, it is one of the biggest rivalries in IPL. 2016, that is the Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings head-to-head at this point in time. Only team where Chennai Super Kings has a negative head-to-head at this point. But it is very important to understand that Chennai Super Kings, Dhoni mania has absolutely gripped the city. Whenever the Chennai Super Kings bus passed through there, fans were just in huge attendances at the Wankhede or near that point. So that's why everybody wants to catch a glimpse of the Chennai Super Kings. Everybody wants to catch a glimpse of MS Dhoni, and it promises to be an absolute thriller. And the Mumbai Indians are not going to have it easy either, because you have to understand Hardik Pandya squaring off against Ruturaj Gaikwad, but all the adulation might possibly reserved for MS Dhoni, because Chennai Super Kings, maybe it's the last time that MS Dhoni does play at the Wankhede as a cricketer, full-time professional cricketer, that is. So big anticipation around the biggest rivalry that is there in the IPL, Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings. There will be a special video on how this rivalry has been, and especially their contests at the Wankhede. they have been real thrillers in the past. So there'll be a special video on this. So let's look at how the MI versus CSK situation develops at this point. It's not going to be easy for Hardik Pandya. By the way, there is a comment that has been made by former international New Zealand player Simon Dool. He states that Hardik Pandya is injured and that is why he's not bowling much, but Hardik Pandya is not admitting it. Now, this is a big statement to make, because when the question was asked that whether you're injured or something, he said, no, there is a right time for it. I will bowl when the time is right. And in the game against DC, he felt that there were too many options available. That is why he didn't bowl. But in the game that he bowled against RCB, he conceded runs and bowled just 1 over. So there will be doubts unless and until Hardik Pandya doesn't bowl a decent quota of overs. Those doubts will remain as to whether he is injured or not. So let's look at this MS Dhoni versus Mumbai situation that is there, because you might see Rohit versus MS for the last time. That will be at the Wankhede tomorrow. But today's game is Rajasthan Royals versus the Punjab Kings at Mullapur. And Rajasthan Royals will be hoping to ensure that they do not let their momentum lose, because it happens one loss and they continue the dip in momentum. But Punjab Kings has always been a potential banana peel for the Rajasthan Royals. Whenever they have come up against them, some major knock has happened by which either they have been impacted or the opposition has been impacted. So Rajasthan Royals will be hoping that they do not have a banana peel effect against the Punjab Kings. Lots at stake here. Rishabh Pant already has given his intention. Now how Sanju Samson responds, the wicket-keeping rivalry. Today it is Sanju, Jitesh. It is going to be very intense indeed. And maybe after the end of this, we will do an analysis as to where are the Indians keepers when you look at the IPL and where are they in contention for the World Cup. Jitesh has not been in good form. If he continues to be in bad form, maybe Sanju and Rishabh Pant might leapfrog him at this point. So very interesting game when you have to look at the broader India perspective. Sanju versus Jitesh. It's round 6. Let's see how they pan out at Mullapur today. So Rajasthan Royals versus Punjab Kings today. Now, David Warner has stated about the importance of the IPL versus club versus country debate in that sense. He has explicitly stated that if you want stability in cricket, if you want cricket to flourish, a central contract is a must. And that is why playing all formats, T20, it's much more stats driven. It's called money ball effect. You look at the numbers, you then plan accordingly to that. You don't plan very intensely like a test or an ODI in that sense. Warner has stated a lot of things. There were a lot of interesting things. We'll be doing a video on that as well. So do stay tuned to Sports Today for that. Now, when we have to look at the world of other sports, the India women's tennis team has pulled off a minor upset by beating South Korea in the Billie Jean Cup. Now, they will be hoping to finish in the top 2 so that they can make it to the next round when you have to look at it from the world qualifiers. As far as the India men's hockey team is concerned, they have lost the 4th test 3-1. Today is the last test. India will be hoping to avoid the whitewash, because if the whitewash happens, then their preparations for the Olympics really take a big hit. Because after this, in May, they will be playing the FIH Pro League. In the FIH Pro League encounter, they will be taking on Belgium, they'll be taking on Great Britain, they'll be taking on Malaysia, they'll be taking on Argentina. Not easy at this point in time for the India men's team. If they lose to Australia, they'll be playing Belgium in the FIH Pro League. So problems galore for the India men's hockey team. 3-1, they did have their chances, India. They did lead in the first 2 games. But unfortunately, in both the tests, test number 3 and test number 4, they squandered the advantage, lost 2-1 and 3-1 respectively. Australia, whenever it is yellow, they are always in dominant mode, be it in any sport against India. So that's the current situation. Let us look at some comments that we have at this point. Is Patirana fit for the MI match? Fizz and Patirana in death. Well, we don't know about the status, Sanket, about Matisha Patirana. Maybe he could be fit. If he comes back in, then that is a big boost, because Fizz has been in excellent form for CSK. The revival has started for him there, and that's why in the death, Patirana and Fizz, they will be a deadly combination indeed. We hope that he is fit. But there has been no clear statement given by Chennai Super Kings whether Patirana is fit. But if he is fit, I think he slots back in immediately. Then KK is saying, I said, so what's your thought on this year's IPL? No excitement in this IPL, boring and dull matches, no proper balancing of schedule. Well, KK, so far, if we have to look at it, there have been 2 or 3 very interesting games that have come up. SRH versus KKR was a very interesting game. The RR versus GT game was very interesting. GT in particular pulled off yet another heist. And then if you look at it, even the Punjab Kings game, one of the Punjab Kings game, that was a very close one. Maybe it was against GT, if I am not mistaken, as Punjab Kings versus GT. So that's the current situation. There have been 2, 3 games, but yes, the overall buzz and the excitement, you're now in the middle, you're approaching the middle stages of the IPL. It will not be that high. Let us be very honest about it. But we hope that the MI CSK game lives up to the hype. Punjab doing an upset today. Magnus is saying, well, if that happens, it's quite good because then the rest of the teams, in particular CSK, will be very, very happy about that. They would want to finish in the top 2 because if Rajasthan Royals lose today, it's good news for Kolkata Knight Riders and Chennai Super Kings. Kolkata Knight Riders will have to beat Lucknow and Chennai Super Kings will have to beat Mumbai to ensure that they go to the top 2 at this point. So very, very interesting thing. If Punjab do that, it's going to be a great thing in the top 4. There'll be a lot of churn. KK, no excitement was CSK was MI match also at Wankhede. Win toss, choose bold during night match. Only Savai Mansingh pitch is better till now. Maybe, yeah, I mean, there is a big time thing that yes, win toss in Mumbai, win the match. And because you'll be wanting to chase. And Mumbai, as you know, Wankhede is the ultimate chasing venue. Shreyansh Puri says PPKs versus RR is the greatest IPL rivalry. Either you are saying it in sarcasm, Shreyansh, or look, greatest IPL rivalry, there is only 1 or 2 that you may potentially look at it. You can look at maybe CSK MI, that is the best rivalry that is there in the IPL. The other rivalries, maybe a KKR LSG, if it continues to grow in the near future, that might be a good rivalry. KKR versus any other team, RCB, they just don't have a rivalry, neither does DC. MI versus RCB, when RCB was competitive at that time, MI RCB was intense. MI KKR is also not so. Yeah, there is a lack of a very couple of rivalries when you have to look at it. Yeah, Punjab RR, if you look at it, it has given you some moments. I mean, in 2020, Rahul Tewatia, how did he hit Sheldon Cottrell? That was a good thing. So RR, you look at Sanju Samson, his century, but then they fell short by 4 runs in one of the encounters in 2021. That was the making of Harshdeep Singh, by the way. So you can say that, not in a very demeaning way. So let's see how that does. PBK's RR, maybe not, but yes, you are not wrong also. Neither Pant nor Sanju is fit for finisher role in Indian cricket team. Team selection is based on role, then there is chance, otherwise no chance. You're just spectator of this WC T20. Agree. Only Punjab game was close, otherwise it's like Ruka Suka. Yeah, I do agree. And even the GTRR game, KKR SRH game, that was also pretty close. Hope Jitesh Jurel get the nod. Their natural wicketkeeper at number 6, Suryan Sharma saying. But see, Jitesh, I understand the position, but Jurel, since he's competing with Samson, I don't think so. Why Karthik Tyagi not playing for GT instead of Umesh? Good question. Karthik Tyagi is there. I mean, yes, injuries have not played a role, and why is he sitting on the bench? I just don't understand at this point. Yes, Karthik Tyagi is a very good talent. Umesh has leaked runs. Umesh is not a death bowler. Why would you want to play him? But Shreyansh, that's the team manager so far. It's been a mixed campaign for them. Let's see. Good morning. Russo to come in for Johnny Bairstow, Divyank saying, that might be a good option. I mean, Russo gives you that left-handed option. Johnny Bairstow has not been in great form at all in the last 4 months. If you look at it, it's not been good at all. So, yes, it will not be a bad option, but I don't think PBKs will make that option unless they are listening. We have to wait for the toss at that point. Which is the favorite ground in this IPL? JRK is saying, tough to look past Dharamshala, my friend. PBKS is going to play a couple of games there. Dharamshala is a beautiful, beautiful venue. And if you have to look at a proper full-time venue, the Savai Mansingh is good. The Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur is pretty good. Vizag was good. I have covered games in Vizag. I have covered games in Hyderabad. Dharamshala also. Jaipur also. I would say Savai Man Singh is good because of the way how the stadium is. It's one of the old stadiums where that's not been that much of renovative work. But yes, it's quite good in that sense. So that's my favorite ground. But then if you're looking at a part-time this thing, Dharamshala, nothing beats that. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Have that bell icon so you know when we go live. It's Rajasthan Punjab Kings versus Rajasthan Royals at Mullapur today. Bye bye.